Hi everybody, it's me, LisaT, coming at you with some positive energy, reading The Language of Letting Go by Melody Beattie. So we are doing November 11th. Happy Remembrance Day. Discipline. This is all of this stuff that we're working with. All of this stuff is about a discipline. It's about a practice. It's about learning a new behavior. We have to discipline ourselves. If we have problems and are addicted to codependency or addicted to gambling or addicted to eating or addicted to not exercising or not eating well or or addicted to negative thinking, whatever, we need to discipline ourselves and we say nope, no more. It's like when you're training a puppy. The puppy's like, oh, I'm gonna chew this sock and I'm gonna chew this sock and chew. No, you have to continually set the boundary, and that creates the discipline for ourselves. So we got to do that for ourselves. So children, and we are going to do that mainly with our thinking. Like, nope, not going to think that thought today. Nope, I'm not going to let that become part of my belief system. That thinking, I'm going to change it. I'm going to reaffirm. I'm going to rewire my brain. Discipline, November 11th. Children need discipline to feel secure. So do adults. Yes, as a child, after my mother died when I was 12, my dad refused to discipline me. He was scared that disciplining me would push me away, and he had lost his wife, and he wasn't going to lose his little girl too. So, which was a skewy way to look at it. But and I was craving. I know that now as I look back and do the work, I was craving discipline. I wanted someone to tell me no, someone to love me enough to say no. So when we discipline ourselves, we're loving ourselves. So children need discipline to feel secure. So do adults. Discipline means understanding there are logical consequences to our behaviors. You do this behavior, this is the consequence. So don't do the behavior and you don't have to face those bad consequences. And good behavior, you get the good consequences. So when we do good things for ourselves, when we stretch, when we take care of our bodies, when we take care of our minds, we feel good. But as human beings, we fall off track. We forget what got us to the feeling good, and we start to rest on our laurels, as they say, and rest on yesterday's stuff. We got to do it today. Disciplining our mind so that we can discipline our body, discipline our belief systems. So because we want good consequences, not bad. There we go. That's where that came from. So discipline means taking responsibility for our behavior and the consequences, self-responsibility. Discipline means learning to wait for what we want. Learn to wait. Have patience. If you pray, if you ask, if you can believe that it's coming down the pipeline, it's coming. So just send your thoughts out there for the goodness in your life, and know that it might not show up today, but it's coming, and then you can just relax. Discipline means learning to wait, the patience there, for what we want. Discipline means being willing to work for and towards what we want. So we got to discipline ourselves. We have to take the actions, recovery. All of this stuff is about an action program, an action in our thoughts, an action in our behavior, an action in our lives. So discipline means learning new practices and new behaviors. There it is. Discipline means being where we need to be, when we need to be there, and despite our feelings. So don't pay attention, don't try. You're scared of that thing. You don't need to follow through with that fear. You don't need to give that fear more fire or give that fear more food. You can say, nope, I feel scared, but I'm going to do it anyway. I have a book actually that's Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. So know that it's not right. We can change that. We can change the way we feel about things by taking the action and doing the thing we were scared to do. So discipline is the day-to-day performing of tasks, whether these be recovery behaviors or simply washing the dishes. I remember there was this spot like a couple when I was going through that trial at the end of September and in the beginning of October, and I remember so much was coming up for me, and I asked God, I'm like, God, what do I do? What do I do? And he was like, do the laundry, take your dog for a walk. So simple things, we discipline ourselves too to keep on moving in simple actions, a lot like washing the dishes, but also our behaviors. Discipline involves trusting that our goals will be reached, though we cannot see them. Even though I can't see it yet. Someone said, I'll see it. I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. We want to do the opposite. Even though I can't see it, I'm going to believe it. Do the opposite. Even though I can't see it, I'm going to believe it's coming. I'm going to believe it's true. So trusting that goals will be reached, even though you can't see them right now. Discipline can be grueling. We may feel afraid, confused, uncertain, but don't have to follow through with those things. You don't have to. If you're afraid, it doesn't mean you have to cower. If you're confused, it doesn't mean you stop trying. Later, we will see the purpose, but this clarity of sight usually does not come during the times of discipline. So you're not going to have the clarity while you're really trying to create the new habit, while you're really disciplining yourself. We may not even believe that we're moving forward, but we are. So even though you can't see it, trust that you're going somewhere. What you're doing today, this hard work will pay off. The task at hand during times of discipline is simple. Listen, trust, obey. Your heart and your higher power. Here's the prayer for today. Higher power, help me learn to surrender to discipline. Help me to be grateful that you care enough about me to allow these times of discipline and learning in my life. Help me know that as a result of discipline and learning, something important will have worked out in me. As a result of the work I'm doing today, something is being worked out. One more time. Higher power, help me learn to surrender to discipline. Help me be grateful that you care enough about me, like I said in the beginning, right? You care enough about me to allow these times of discipline and learning in my life. Help me know that as a result of discipline and learning, something important will have been worked out in me. We want the discipline. We want it because we know it's going to serve us. It's going to do us some good. It's something good. It's heading towards something good. A better life, a better feeling of yourself, more abundance, more love, more financial success, etc. Like it is coming if you can discipline yourself today, right here and now. Mwah. Thanks for watching. Love you all.